Hey, it's me, Abigail from Ground and Grow Yoga, and a lot of you have been asking me to give you more information about myself. So, I've grown up in Maine my entire life, and I absolutely love it here. I'm not so much of a winter girl, but the summers make up for it for sure. The fall and spring are also nice, although winter is predominantly our season here in Maine. And growing up, I was a perfectionist. I still am a little bit of a perfectionist, but I was a perfectionist and I always wanted things to be just right. I wasn't really living in the moment at all. I was living for the memories of that moment. And so in high school, I get pretty stressed about the things going on, and it all came to a head when I was in college, and I ended up getting pretty sick because stress does that to you. And a little bit more background on me. I used to do classical ballet. I did it from the age of 4 to 18, and I taught ballet for a couple of years. And classical ballet is definitely not a free form of dance. It's very strict, very structured, and it's something where you're expected to look a certain way, act a certain way at all points. And that put a lot of stress on me, and also negativity towards my body and towards how I felt about things. And like I said, came to a head in college. I went to a couple of yoga classes in college, just at the fitness center, and definitely didn't get the point of yoga. I had done yoga a little bit in high school just to keep in shape for dance, and it was all about competition. I would look over at the person next to me and see what they were doing, see if I could do it better, and it definitely was a negative thing for me at the time. So I started running and doing other things and trying to get life to be more on track of where I needed to be healthy wise. I was consistently eating junk food and doing things that I shouldn't that way. I still eat junk food. I'm not going to pretend that's not a part of who I am still. But yeah, it was something that I had to get over and work on becoming a better me. And yeah, so that was one of the things that I found to be helpful was going to the gym and getting to be more active. And then as things progressed, I met my husband, I became an English teacher, and now that's what I do full time. I'm a high school English teacher, which I love. It's very rewarding, but also, again, a very stressful job. I'm a very empathetic person, and so I find myself taking on the emotions of my students and not being able to find kind of who I was as a person. And so I started doing videos with Yoga with Adriene online, and that was beneficial for me. It was something that was really helpful because I could do it at home and I got to feel more comfortable in my body. And I realized that yoga was something that I wanted to teach. I'm a teacher and I was finding this very beneficial for myself, and I thought I could help other people. And so I was looking around, continued to do yoga for a little bit over a year, and then I found Brett's channel and was I thought it was so cool that she had all of these new takes and really could get anyone into yoga and get them feeling good. And so I saw that she had an online teacher training, and I was sold. I was definitely nervous about starting it up because it's online, and I have another video where I'll talk about that. But it was such a rewarding experience, and it pushed me to be such a more confident person and a better person overall. Also pushed me to get to my mat almost daily, and that's helped me a lot. I'm still quite a stressed person, and that's why I started Ground and Grow Yoga, because we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses, and we need to be grounding into the things that are strong points for us, and living with gratitude and helping each other. But also, we need to be pushing each other to grow and to be better. And I want my yoga to be accessible to all people. I want people who don't feel like they have time for yoga, are too stressed for yoga. Those are the people who really need yoga. And so that's why I really started up Ground and Grow Yoga. Right now, it's just an online platform primarily. I have done some just personal practice things with people, and I've also done some yoga at the school that I teach at, both for the teachers, and I had the opportunity to do a program for the kids of kind of an introduction, hoping next year to have it be a club so that I can get them on this yoga path earlier in life. I wish that I had yoga when I was in high school, and that would have been a lot more helpful for me if I had understood the importance of it. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me.